The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and three-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning, I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie.
And we are here on a Tuesday morning. I think both of us got a little bit of rest from this weekend, and hope y'all did too. We hope everybody got a little bit of sleep better last night and not having to worry about
Absolutely.
the weather.
Yeah. No weather. Now, this afternoon, let me point this out. Let me see if I can find this. I don't want anybody to be kind of spooked because it is kind of uncharted territory of kind of understanding what's going to happen with weather. But our area should be sunny. Lauderdale County back to Jackson, Mississippi. Due south of us, it's going to be nasty. Not here, as we pull this up for you to see. This will be what will be happening around Hattiesburg as you get closer to Wiggins and the Mississippi Gulf Coast, back to Lake Charles, Louisiana, over to Foley, Alabama. Down here is going to be level 2. Now, that, again, is not the Meridian area, so sunshine here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, hopefully my grass will dry up and I'll be able to cut some grass later on this evening and get something done around the house. We hope Lewin stays dry so they can continue to do the work over there in Lewin after this major storm with the tornado that came through that area. So continue prayers for those folks.
Sure, and we've got some pictures that we're going to be showing from that area, and also how you can help. The volunteer fire department is collecting things there in Lewin. We'll tell you more about that, where the address is. And I don't normally get to brag a lot, but I got to take a second and brag about something. My boy finally made it yesterday. In 2012, he walked out of the halls of West Lauderdale, headed over to MCC, stayed there a couple of years there, and then headed off to Mississippi State. Now, that's been a few years.
Yeah.
But yesterday at high noon, I got to watch part of it as they gave us a live video feed to join it. Dylan Ray officially became, at 12:01 yesterday, Dr. Dylan Ray Boyd. And I have to just tell him congratulations. Many, many, many years of that.
Man, that's awesome.
A doctor of electrical engineering.
Smart.
And we often go, we don't know what you talked about, son, but it sure sounded good.
It landed him a job with NASA.
He is off to NASA. He'll be moving to Washington soon. We wish him all the luck with that, and hopefully he'll come back soon out of there. But a big deal to do that. I didn't quite even finish up at East Mississippi Community College. I meant to come back. Yeah. I did. They kept having classes at 8 o'clock, and I was working radio overnight. It really interfered.
Well, you know, we all want our kids to do better.
Oh, absolutely.
We want our kids to, whether it's go to college and get an education to become a doctor, or get a skill where you use your hands in building houses. We want them to have the opportunity to be able to support their family better than how we supported them, and we want that. And I know that half of your heart is sad because he's got to move so far away.
Oh, yeah.
But the other half of your heart is happy because his future is bright. I wish that we had more opportunity here, that we could allow our kids to stay here close by and still be able to have a job and an opportunity and a career to support your family right here at home. Because I want my grandkids right here with me.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you can't help but smile ear to ear when you see your son.
I tried to talk him out of it. I said, I got a job for you right here at the Scotty Ray Report. He hadn't jumped on it yet.
He's still waiting for a raise.
Yeah, apparently that's it. But again, I just want to take a moment and congratulate him on a job well done. It took quite some time to get there. Las Vegas. Now, have you ever been to Vegas?
No, I haven't, and that's one place I'd like to go, but I've never been there.
And of course, I guess my biggest connection to Vegas would be counting cars, and then the guy that used to redo the Coca-Cola machines, and of course, Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
What was the guy that used to do the Coca-Cola machines?
Yeah, I can't remember. I can see his little.
Rick hadn't used him a lot lately, has he?
No, he hasn't. But yeah, he took him all this stuff and said, "Here, I want you to redo this," and he really. He was pretty good at
that old boy could take anything, strip it down, and rebuild it. Good at what he did. He even had his own show there for a little while.
Yep.
But a change could soon be coming to the Las Vegas Strip. Now, as we go back and remember this, all the big stars went there, including James Bond. They filmed one of these movies there. But here's a picture of this that may soon go away. This is the Tropicana. It's kind of like the showplace of that, of when you think of it.
Huh.
But they're looking at putting a baseball field there and doing away with this iconic hotel. Hasn't happened yet, but it's a possibility. But I always would like to go to Vegas just to see it. I keep getting told when you walk in that Pawn Stars building, it's smaller than my studio.
Yeah, now Amy's been, and she said it's itty bitty.
How did Chumley even fit up in there?
Yeah. It's like, And then you had everything was scheduled if you wanted to bring something in. You could bring something in and say, "Here, give me $5." But Amy went and said she went to the casino, pulled one arm, went out, rented a van, and she went and saw the Grand Canyon and all that good stuff. So,
and it's always, let me call a professional friend of mine to get a value on this.
yeah. I want to make sure.
What's that guy that's got the straw hat that runs some museum?
Oh yeah, he does the arms, and a little bit of everything. Yeah, kind of heavy set guy.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, full beard. Yeah.
What I've learned from all this is if you ain't got a piece of paper that says it's worth something, you ain't getting anything for it. So,
and sometimes that paper, we need to make sure that the paper's real.
You're right. Let me call in another specialist friend of mine.
Yeah.
As we do breaking news from the area, let's talk about something that happened yesterday. As we look at Meridian, I just happened to be driving down the road and a bunch of popo went by. No, I am not an ambulance chaser, but when you see the entire shift past you, you think, I probably ought to go follow this. Well, we followed this right on down to Highway 19, and we found out there was an armed robbery in Meridian yesterday. Now, when I say armed, it was with a gun. Interesting about this, before I pull this picture up, I'm not going to fill in the blanks that I don't know. The person who robbed the establishment did not take cash, but it was still an armed robbery. As we go here and we pull this up, they took merchandise is what they took. I don't know exactly what it was, but I do know that it was merchandise. As we go to the tobacco outlet yesterday afternoon, and as we spoke to all the different businesses, it shook everybody up. You can't help but be bothered about that. It was a white gentleman that walked in the store, brandished a gun, took several items that were either on the counter or behind. I wasn't in there, and I haven't seen the video to it, and left. But it shook the ladies up that I talked to all down through there, and rightly so. The Meridian Police Department responded. The person that robbed it ran out. They thought was on foot, and he jumped in a car and headed toward North Hills area. To my knowledge, the man is still on the loose, and that's the best description that we got. Criminals hide their faces pretty good. Hopefully, after studying the video, the Meridian Police Department will be able to ID and give us a better description where we can tell you about it.
That's right. Somebody's got a Ring doorbell on that road, so pull up your video and
it was
see
a black
if you've got
car, is what we know. And we'll pass along as much information as we can get from that. But it shows us, as we get into this, no business is safe from being robbed. People do this. We saw it in the quiet community of Clarkdale.
Yeah.
Will this happen again? It sure will. They're quick, catch you off. And being a clerk, and I've talked to probably in the last 6 months, in the counties and all that surround all these areas, it shakes people up to no end for somebody to come in with a gun. You never, ever forget that. So if you own a business, heads up, pay attention. This won't be the last time we do this, but no one was harmed at all. That's the good news on that.
That is. And when somebody's crazy enough to come in your business with a gun, you really don't know what they're capable of doing. And this is just Odie. I'm not telling y'all to go do it.
Here comes Odie.
Old Otis would have him a gun in there.
Protect yourself.
Exactly. So,
And a lot of businesses do.
yeah.
Well, I forgot to tell you that, boy. Don't be going to no city event, boy. I felt where'd I go Saturday night? Had like 4 of them on me, and I had to go back and put them somewhere. I got wanded.
Oops.
I commenced to go up in the temple theater, and they said, raise your hand. I said, there ain't no sense in me raising my hand because that thing's fixing to go off.
So I need to go clear my pocket and
I
back.
had to go clear my pockets. I came back 70 pounds lighter.
Let's go Barry White. You can't take a gun on a Carnival cruise ship. But luckily, he caught it before he got into the terminal.
And it's easy to do forget if you go somewhere.
Especially when you carry one for a profession.
Correct.
All day, every day. And then
Right.
it's just like having a wallet.
Right. Everybody in Meridian has one.
Yeah. And then you,
It's a part. It's kind of like your driver's license. Can't leave home without that.
can't leave home without it.
Good morning to you. Already 10 minutes past 7 o'clock as we get this day underway. A smile, sunshine is all on the way. We'll be right back.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clarke, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taking on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel's zero-turn mowers are here. Real Steel. Find yours.
If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
Spring is in the air at the Neshoba County Co-op, located at 338 West Main Street, downtown Philadelphia. If you're looking for that perfect flower for your home or getting ready for a garden, whether it's butter beans, peas, or tomatoes, they've got it all there. The fishing calendar says it's great at the Neshoba County Co-op, whether you're bass fishing or if you're out for crappie. From new rod and reels to getting the exact lure, maybe that worm that you're hunting. Grab a pole and go fishing today. And let's not forget about turkey season. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op. LaWanda pointed out, and you're right, the last concert that I went to in Stark, Vegas, Mississippi, they took it away from me. You can't even go in any place with a pocket knife these days, that handy-dandy thing that cuts oranges up and things that you need in cases of emergency. Oh, and we have to go to the correction department.
Benjamin has called us out.
Uh-oh.
And so we got to go back. Yesterday we said it was 3 feet and rising.
How high is the water, Mama?
Yes, 5 feet high and rising. Benjamin, thank you. He's always looking out.
Absolutely there.
So, and his little daughter, oh,
She's a sweetheart.
yes, she is something. So, good people, good people. She's the one that's always dancing with these little festivals downtown, just to go on. She'll see me and she'll come running up to me, precious. Oh, she's something else.
And we like
Man,
that.
they're some good people, and he's definitely out keeping us safe.
All right, well, I'm going to let Odie tell us more about this. One thing that's missing in Meridian, we hadn't had it in quite some time, is putt-putt golf.
Man,
we really need to make this sport come back.
We do, and we need to get together and have somebody build one. But, you know, right now we're going to up it just a little bit, and we're going to bring in Brock McKnight, who is the head coach for Northeast Baseball. And talking about golf, y'all have got a 4-man scramble coming up for raising money for the team. So tell us a little bit about your golf tournament.
We do. This is our inaugural golf tournament we come up with this year. it takes a lot of money to run a baseball program, and just like any other sports team nowadays, I mean, everybody wants to run a top-notch program with top-notch facilities and different equipment and so on and so forth. And we just wanted to kind of do something that's kind of out of the normal of the fundraising aspect that nobody else kind of does around the town. But we are hosting our inaugural golf tournament July the 7th. It'll be at Briarwood Country Club. It's a 4-man scramble, so you can get 3 of your buddies to come out and play. It'll be $400 a team, so it'll be $100 a person.
Right.
That includes your green fee and so on and so forth. So that'll be your buy-in for it. Through the tournament, we're able to do sponsorships. We do our hole and tee box sponsors. Those are $100 a piece. They'll come with a yard sign, the size of a political sign you would see in your yard. So we would be able to put those anywhere you want to. I'll put them on whatever tee box you want, whatever green you want, so on and so forth. We also do $300 sponsors. That would be our tournament sponsor. That'll come with a banner on the pro shop right there when people walk up, so they'll see your business. And also come with the sign and so on and so forth. But we're excited about it. It's going to be a fun event. I've done many of them, different people, and growing up and just playing golf and so on and so forth. It's always a great time. And our kids are going to be around. They're excited about it. And we are too.
So it's your cash prizes for the winners, and then you're also doing a closest to the pin, longest drive. You're gonna have raffle
Is that how far
drawings
you can
out
drive
there.
your golf cart? Is that what that is?
There's only one I could win. You know, so I could hit that ball. Does it have to go in a straight line?
That's a good question.
That's the plan, at least for a below average golfer like myself. That doesn't happen too often, but that would be the plan. Yes. Sir.
So we're raising money, and this is very important for the baseball team. And so, what are your plans? What are y'all trying to achieve with this fundraiser? And what are your plans for the field or the team this year?
I mean, it's being in Lauderdale County. I come in 2 years ago, and you learn real fast. Excuse me, that baseball and softball are kind of king, to so say.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we have 4 really good schools, 4 top tier programs for baseball and softball, and our facilities are really nice. They are really nice compared to kind of where we go play in the playoffs and in the regular season and so on and so forth. Our kids get spoiled to an extent, but I'd say a little bit of our stuff, some of our stuff's more or less outdated.
Need
everybody,
upgrade.
yes. Everything needs updated from time to time. And so we have 3 or 4 different projects we're getting ready to do around the field, just to kind of spruce some things up. We're looking at new uniforms. Our uniform situation is just older. Things break, things tear, so on and so forth. And just trying to stay up with what the kids want. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about them. Every decision we make revolves around what they would be excited to do, excited to wear. Excited to see, because I mean, we have an alumni game every October, and I tell our kids all the time, I said, I want you to be the 30 to 40-year-old father coming back and showing their kid, hey, that's where I played baseball at, and have a little bit of excitement about it. And so,
do you know the last time I went to this is going to show my age. I didn't fix the cameras right, so we got a new system in here. I got to work that. But I think Roger Wright was the baseball coach the last game that I went to. Whoops. That's been a few years.
That's been a couple of minutes or two.
It's like we need to change that a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And let me ask this about being the baseball coach. I'm sure that you're going to answer me on this. To where a few of the other teachers are probably relaxing at home during the summertime. Baseball coach doesn't really get that, does he?
The term coach in general doesn't. I mean, we're dang 6 to 5 pretty much every day. You've got workouts in the morning time, and then you come up, and as much rain as we just got, everything needs cutting and everything needs fixing, and you always want to keep your field up to date. And just, I mean, we have a lot of people on and off campus. We're right there on Briarwood, so everybody can see the field from the road. So it gets me paranoid, and you're always trying to keep it up. Trying to, like I said, I mean, you don't want the kids to come up and say, man, Coach McKnight ain't doing anything over the summer, nothing like that. And so you try to keep it up to date and make everything look good at the same time.
I had a little off time. This is going back a few years when I was still at West Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And we had a big tournament coming up at the school, and Coach Boatner was, and I need some help out here. So, of course, there I was. Oh, help. So we had to cut the grass out in the baseball field.
Yeah.
And it had rained. So I'm out in the center field, and I get in a little bit of puddle, and the tractor, it goes to spinning. Well, I wasn't stopping. It's just like cutting at the house.
I bet that didn't work out for you.
No. I had to go to Collinsville Hardware and buy some green spray paint to come back and paint that mud. You're not going to see brown spots in my field during this tournament. And it wasn't real bad, but I tell you.
He didn't like it.
No. So I know how it is. Well, you want your field to look good.
Yeah.
You're proud of it.
Now, when is the tournament, and how do we sign up to get to this?
The golf tournament will be July the 7th. It'll be at Briarwood. The easiest way to sign up for it is you can follow our Facebook page and our Twitter page, Northeast Lauderdale Trojans Baseball. We have our post. We posted it the past few weeks. There's a Google form. If you want to play in it, there's a Google form up on the post, the original post. You can click on it. Has a few little questions for you. You'll be able to sign up your team that way. And you can also sign up the day of at Briarwood.
So y'all do that. $100 a person, $400 a team, 4-man scramble, Briarwood. This is going to help Northeast Baseball. So y'all get on Facebook, pull it up, and let's help this young man and his team out and give them the stuff that they need.
We appreciate you coming in this morning.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be right back. More stuff. We're going to tell you about a stolen dump truck. Meridian, Mississippi, in broad
hide that.
daylight.
Yeah.
They just nonchalantly drive up and get it. We're going to show you the video and ask for your help to identify it, because they may have painted it by now, but it sticks out. It's big. It's a dump truck. We'll be right back.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
I'm Devin Snowden, Republican candidate for District 1 Supervisor, Lauderdale County. I'm 6th generation Snowden to call this home. This is where I'm raising my family, where I work and serve the landowners of this area, and where we play. I want Lauderdale County to continue to call home. If elected, I'll do my best to make Lauderdale County its best. Please vote for me, Devin Snowden, on August 8th, and remember, I'm not just any candidate, I'm your neighbor.
Paid for by the campaign to elect Devin Snowden.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie. As we mentioned, this is just not something that you just kind of walk up and nobody notices it. It was turned over to the Meridian Police Department. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department is involved in this now. Davidson Holland happened on, well, they got more than one dump truck. Thank heavens, because they're missing one. Let's pull this up and let you look at this video, and then we'll go from there to tell you the details of what we know. As we pull this up, this is going to be at 65th Avenue. Let's look here. If you'll notice this Ford pulling up here, has a little something to do with it, and that's a Dodge, actually.
Black Dodge looked like it was a...
If you'll see, he's parked right here in your screen. Another truck pulling up.
Looks like he was a dually.
Yep, it's dually there.
So,
Truck's going to be cranking up here in just a moment there. This is where it's going to be coming from, right there. There she goes. There it is, right there. That blue dump truck. Kind of hard to miss. It sticks out. And then he's going to crank up after he's done dropped somebody off and leave the scene of the situation. And there he goes. Now, this happened back in May. One of the first comments was when I posted it, well, why are you waiting this long to post it? Well, it was reported right when it happened. as we look at this. Again, this was at the Murphy Oil Terminal on North Frontage Road at 65th Avenue. That's a 1999 dump truck, International, should you happen to see that sitting around somewhere. They sure would like to have their dump truck back.
Yeah, and it wasn't too long ago. I sent a picture to Scotty Ray, and I says, hey, I need you to post this. I need to find out who owns this dump truck. And it wasn't very much of a picture of a dump truck. And it wasn't long, we had phone calls.
Yes,
we
sir.
had people saying, here's your dump truck, this is it, this is there. And we were able to find that dump truck. Well, the owner of that dump truck contacted me. So we know that y'all are out there, and we know we've got so many people that's watching. If y'all see this dump truck, let's make a few phone calls to 911 or the sheriff's department, the police department, and let's get that dump truck back to its rightful owner.
Still to come, we got a lot to talk about. We got things that are going on in Clarke County we want to talk about this morning also. Yeah. We'll do that. I want to show some pictures here. I started getting these in. Highway 80 yesterday near Buckley Road, where water started coming over the highway. Look at this, y'all. We have some flood waters that still have not receded. Again, this is Highway 80. Look at here.
Yeah, and it's, when the initial runoff from the rain starts coming through, it should settle down a little bit, but we're still in the middle of that 100% release from Lake Oak Tibby while they try and get their level down to safe handling. You can hold water back to control flooding, but once your reservoir gets to its max, you've got to let it out so you can have room to get more. So
let's show this. This is Hickory, Little Rock, and Rose Road. Let's look at this. It's just off the interstate. Let's pull this up. Look at this water. This is an actual road. That's the interstate there. Let's hit play on that. That gives you...
Wow.
That's a lot of water.
That's an awful lot of water. We were better off here than they were, I believe.
Most certainly.
Man, that's terrible.
So keep that in mind as your byways and highways that you travel to and from work, especially the back roads where this water creeps up. It's still runoff going. Thank heavens we're getting a break from this. It's returning before long, but we've got a little sunshine going to happen today. We had it yesterday afternoon. Didn't it look good?
Man, I tell you, it was nice.
So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Coming up, we're going to go back this day in history, tell you a few things that happened on today. It's going to be fun. Y'all rush off. We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Dr. John Line and Dr. Jennifer Dooley have expanded their services when Dr. Cook retired last year. Advanced Vision Center is located on the 5th floor of Anderson's Medical Tower. Now, they bring experience in the most advanced technology to the Meridian area. Whether it's your first visit or you've been putting off that exam, and all of your text messages are blurry now. Advanced Vision Center knows how important your eyes are to you. After all, they are your windows to the world. Call today for an appointment. 601-553-2100.
Hi there, I'm Chris Bullock, a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. I'm out going door to door, getting my message out directly to voters. I want Lauderdale County to be the best place in Mississippi to live, work, and raise your family. I'm the most qualified candidate. I ask for your prayers, and on August 8th, I humbly ask for your vote.
Paid Political by friends of Chris Bullock. Welcome back. I was making sure we didn't have any birthdays that were that we missed. Sometimes they'll slip through the cracks, and it looks like we're up to date on that. No birthdays that I've seen roll in. But if you're having one, we got some other folks that we're going to tell you about.
Yeah, let us know if you've got one.
1867 upon this date. We bought it. I don't think we're real sure what we're doing with it yet. We did get this old girl named Palin to come down out of a swimsuit, and, well, she ran for president from there. 1867, the U.S. bought Alaska. I remember it's like 2 cents per acre.
Something like
that. It's cheap.
Yeah. Well, it's still, 90% doesn't have anything on it?
Yeah, because it's cold.
I had a friend of mine, he was a firefighter in Alaska, and he said you'd be in the middle of fighting a fire. It's so cold that the water would freeze in the hose.
Really?
While it was running, you had to take it off, get another hose, put it on there.
Dylan Ray was telling us that one of his first things is that he flies out for Alaska. He's got to go down there, and Andy said, I'd love to see that. He goes, whoa, where I'm going, you don't want to go.
You don't want to see.
He said, I'm going on top of a mountain, and I'm going to be there for a little while. He goes, you don't want to come with me.
Yeah, it's going to be a heated tent.
Ooh, boy, north to Alaska. We're going north to Russia's
Bill may have a birthday, or is he beating around the bush saying it? He said, on this day in history, I turned old today.
Well, I'll be. Maybe so.
Well, if you did, happy birthday, Bill.
1924, and this is probably one of the best that's out there. And I know you're going to get into the Vaughns and all those pickers and Hendrix, but on the Nashville side, there was an old boy that learned to pick up a guitar, and he was really good at it. His name was Chet Atkins. Anybody remember him? Real good at what he done.
1924.
He was a picker from way back. One of the best there was in Nash Vegas. As we look at another one of this name you will know. 1942, I think his daddy kind of told him what to do for quite some time, but a group called the Beach Boys. Anybody remember Brian Wilson?
Man.
He was born on today.
The Beach Boys. Saw them in 1985.
Did you have, was it California Girls? Is that your favorite Beach Boys song? I wish they all could be.
Yeah, I guess that would be the one that stuck out the most.
They all kind of had the same sound to them, didn't they?
Pretty much. But it was good music.
Little old lady from Pasadena, wasn't that one of theirs?
Yeah.
Don't know all that. 1945, we moved. This became controversy for country music because it was what was pop. And then the next thing you know, she got a song. I think this was on the Urban Cowboy thing. Could I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life? Anybody remember that? Anne Murray.
Song, yeah.
Born on this date. One of her biggest songs that she had would have been "We Need a Little Good News Today."
Kokomo. I guess that.
Way down in Kokomo.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. That was a good one there, Austin, LaWanda.
Didn't they get a Sunkissed one-time sponsorship? Why is that popping in my head with Beach Boys and Sunkissed?
We were at Fort A.P. Hill in Washington, and they came to the National Boy Scout Jamboree while we were there, and they put on a concert.
Really?
That was in 1985.
Let's see here. I think it was 1985, the night the lights went out in Mississippi, and this guy is responsible for over 85 births.
That's what he said.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Mr. Love has a birthday today. 1949, Lionel Richie was born, and boy, you're once, you're twice, 3 times a lady.
Turn the lights down and the music up to old Lionel.
What would you say is Lionel's? Was it the Hello song? Is it me you're looking for? What is the biggest one?
Yeah. You know, he's got all of them.
I know the 3 times a lady was.
3 times a lady was good.
And I'm blank now.
Hello. All night long.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wrote many of them, and I just can't. Lady.
Oh, now that was a good one, Miss Dot. And then he was with the Commodores. I don't know what happened.
He decided he wanted to make more money.
Well, I mean, look, I'm writing the songs. I'm singing the songs. And how
That's
about
right.
I just go over here on my own and...
he didn't do Brick House, did he? She's a brick.
Yeah. Did he do that?
I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know that form of music very well.
I'm not either.
I just know he done all the love songs that people rushed out and made mistakes over. Easy like Sunday morning.
Oh,
Merely, you're right. That's probably one of the best there is. Easy like so. I forgot. Boy, it's just amazing. This stuff comes back to you.
Oh, man.
1952. I remember one of the best parts this guy ever played was the one about the guy that has God talking to him to build the little ark there in the modern day where he gets elected to Congress. And Morgan Freeman played God, and he has all these building supplies that adds up.
It come from Gopher Lumber.
Yeah. What's the name of that show?
Edmund Almighty.
Evan
Almighty.
Yeah. Anybody remember John Goodman?
He played a good Fred Flintstone.
He sure did. 1952 he was born, and of course he had that little run there with Roseanne for quite some time.
Yeah, I didn't like him there.
But he played the evil senator, all about the money, in Evan Almighty. That was really a good show. If you want a good family movie to watch, Evan Almighty is it.
Yeah, that was a good. He did do Brick House.
He did?
Yeah.
The Commodore.
I'm not saying anybody else was wrong, but my wife, if I say she's wrong, I'd get in trouble.
Right.
She said definitely did Brick House. Exclamation point.
Debbie Alexander is saying it's the Commodores, but
which means she's telling me yes. So I'm going to listen to her because she is a music guru.
It couldn't have been his voice on Brick House. It had to be one of the other singers. It had to be. Or either Lionel just sounded different on that.
It was more upbeat, and we're used to Lionel being all smooth and stuff.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Penny Lover.
I don't know Penny Lover.
I remember the song.
What about Dime Lover?
Yeah.
Did he do that one also?
No, it cost too much.
Okay. All right. Well, now we know. 1960, one of my favorite cartoons came on, and he said, "Hi there, I'm Huckleberry Hound."
Mine too. I have to go with
He debuted on this day back in 1960, and it was a fun cartoon. It truly was.
That was when cartoons were cartoons.
That's right. They could do all types of things. That already happened there. The final episode to this show aired today in 63. Anybody remember a show called Leave It to the Beeve?
I tell you, that was a good show.
That show is just went on, and that old boy somewhere is still signing autographs today for being the Beaver. I'm not sure that he ever done anything else in life.
All right, so we got another music guru.
What'd we find out?
He says Rick James did Brick House. So there may be a Brick House that each one of them did. Denise says Brick House was the Commodores.
So Debbie and
are there two different brick houses?
I don't know, but I just remember that line of "She's a brick."
Yeah,
house.
And I can hear that being Rick James.
And I don't remember. I've heard Odie often sing this. While we're getting ready for the 6:30 show, Odie's often singing. Do y'all remember the song? I don't want to bump with no big fat woman. I don't know who sang that, but as a kid, I can remember sitting on the back seat of the car hearing that song. Ain't gonna bump. Something about he was getting down at Saturday. I don't remember the words, but y'all might remember that song.
Yeah.
1975, America would be scared. They would never want to go back in the water again. Why? This would hit theaters today. Jaws.
Dum-dum.
It scared me. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Oh, man.
Google says Commodores. It's not Rick, Don says.
I'm not saying what Austin said.
Oh, there we got it there. Bill Reinhardt, of course, knows every musical thing there is. It says it was Walter Orange, the drummer for the Commodores. It was the lead singer on Brick House. And we had Lionel in the background going, "She's a brick," in the background.
Okay. A song from the Commodore, 1977 self-titled album.
Boy, we learn something every day.
At number 5 in the U.S., number 32 on the U.K. singles charts. Released as Zoom in the U.K.
There we go, Mike. Thank you, Terry. We appreciate that. George Strait wrote a song about this. It was good. It was called "You Ought to Put Me on Hollywood Squares." I got so many X's and I owe so many folks. It was the final episode today of Hollywood Squares. If you remember all those that used to play on that, it was fun.
It was.
I can't remember that lady that had that smoking voice that was always on the show. She was on Hollywood Squares. I can't remember her name. Brett something maybe was her name.
I don't know.
We have to go back to the Price is Right when all the models were ladies.
Yeah.
They were
looking ladies.
Because Bob Barker was in charge of staff. We liked it when Bob ran things around the Price is Right. We had some. This would be bad when you're. How'd they do it on the Price is Right when they would stand there and show this? Well, all you got to do is get one cameraman that gets caught up in the moment checking out the model, and what happens? They get knocked out. She got hit with a camera.
Whoa! All right, so Alligator gets on here, and he says he just watched the live video.
Of what?
Lionel played the sax. Didn't do the lead vocals.
Yeah, so it goes back to the drummer.
Yeah, so it goes back to the drummer. So that's what it is.
I don't think the Commodores ever had a hit after Lionel walked away, did they?
Probably not.
He was kind of like the man. Yep. Still is.
Still is. Brett Summers, I guess that's the one you're trying to think of. And
Brett
Keith
Summers.
Says Phyllis Diller, I remember her being on
She was. But Brett Summers is that deep voice smoking lady that was on Hollywood Squares that she just stuck out.
Yeah.
All right, we got more coming up. We're going to tell you about some more things that are going on locally. That's next as we get this day rolling just for you.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please, vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham.
She was.
Uh-oh, Scotty Ray has been called out, and I have to make an apology here. The lady, Miss Blues lady, says, I got it confused. Brett Summers was on Match Game.
That's
and you're
right.
it.
Because I'm sitting here trying to, I remember, but I couldn't place her in one of those boxes.
Yeah, but she was in a box.
She was in the
Match Game.
That was a good one.
It was. And I appreciate that, Mississippi Blues lady, for getting me straightened out.
Yeah.
You know, there's another thing that we all recognize when you see this. This is becoming one of the fastest growing logos in Meridian. Chet's Paint and Body Shop. What do they do there? Well, do you know as well as I do, they do cars. They do a lot of this. So many fender benders we have throughout the area. And I know you've seen some of these cars before, but the object of this is they put them all back to the way they were when they were put together, when they rolled off the factory showroom. They're going to look that good. Trustworthy, honesty, that's what all happens at Chet's Paint and Body. And if you don't believe me, ask somebody that's been there, your neighbor. They'll tell you. 737-2961. They'll handle all that paperwork, get you fixed up, talk to your insurance company, and make this easy for you.
And you know, we had the hail come through.
Yeah.
And if you had hail damage, they do the paintless hail repair.
That's right.
And so if we have another one of these storms, you can go right down there. Chet and his team can take care of that and make your car look fresh again.
As we talk about things that are going on in and around the community, our friends at Clarke County Hot Topics pulls, let's pull this up where you can see this. Breaking news yesterday is David has resigned. He is going to be leaving as head of EMA director.
Yeah, so he took over after Eddie Ivy retired. Still, Eddie Ivy will go down as being...
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me do something here. Let me slide over here.
Uh-oh. Let's see.
I'm back. I happen to have probably 6 to 7 cowboy hats always handy at any given time. As Odie just brought up that name, Eddie Ivy, Look, I'm not much of a politician, folks, but I have gone to Skidmore's in Clarke County and Eaton, and I have spoken to many people. With David retiring, there's about, let me get this straight, there's about 3 supervisors that need to take a hat just like this. Y'all see this now, Clarke County, y'all look it. I'm not a politician, but I do know this. Y'all get this, and I'm sure that we can get somebody to loan a van and put these 3 supervisors together, and they ride over to Eddie Ivy's house this morning and go, Eddie, we got our hat in our hand, and we are so sorry that you resigned, and we would love to have you back.
What will it take?
Y'all get it together, Clarke County. As you said, Eddie Ivy done a lot. He cared, done a wonderful job. Y'all have an opening. I happen to know that he still lives in the neighborhood.
He does, and coming from another director, and I know I'm not along across the state, Eddie Ivy he has forgotten more than any of us put together is ever going to know.
Yeah.
He's that good, and like you said, he's got it in his heart, he's got it in his head. Y'all better go humble. Eddie Ivy's the best EMA director there was in Southeast United States. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
That's calling it out there. Let's put away our political ties and do what's right for Clarke County. Let me do this again, y'all. This is what it looks like. You knock on the door.
Yeah, please,
Mr. Ivy,
please.
If you're not busy, would you mind coming on back?
Yeah, we know.
That's how that's done.
Could you give us a figure of what you would like us to pay you?
Man alive. Let's make Clarke County great again.
Oh, me, I tell you, he is something else, man. I tell you, he worked with FEMA, worked for FEMA. He's worked with MEMA.
Yeah.
He is absolutely, Miss Linda, the best EMA director out there in the Southeast United States, if not America. I'll push it that far. He knew what he was doing, overall good guy, and I know everybody'd love to see him come back. So
like
Clarke County, if y'all want this man back, y'all make that phone call.
Them supervisors.
It's election year.
Yes, it is. I don't know much, but I'm telling you, I sat down at the restaurant and I have a lot of people talk to me. A lot of people talk to me. Something went rump row there.
Yeah.
Let's let's fix this.
Make amends.
Supervisors, I bet you could find them easily. Anybody could tell you how to reach those guys.
Oh, yeah. Their numbers are out.
There you go. So our moment there in Clarke County history. Let's talk about something that did happen here that is just horrible. I mean, we do know that we have lost one life, to countless others that are injured. Jasper County, as we covered this the other night. And let me show you the picture of this. This is just one of the many homes that have been damaged there. Now, if you would like to help out, the Lewin Fire Department is located at 9 County Road, 16124. Here's their number. It's 601-739-3704 if you would like to help in any way. And again, you can do as simple as water, toiletries, things of that nature, and they're going to need bigger requests as this goes along.
Yeah.
It's a lot of homes gone, and as we all know, I don't know how many, there's going to be people that things don't get covered by insurance. There's going to be some folks that don't even have insurance. We have to help our fellow Mississippians, and this is a great way to do this. And please help them.
People look and they call and they think that we can go out and do a lot of stuff for people, but being a government entity, we can't go on your private property. We're limited on what we can do. If there's a tree that is laying on top of your home, the only way we can get that tree off is if it is actually
roadway
in a place that is fixing to cause harm to a person. So we can't go on just because your house has a tree on it. We can't get that tree off. We have a lot of volunteer agencies that come in and will help cut up trees and get it out to the road. But these agencies, volunteers, do not get trees off of homes because it usually takes equipment, specialty, a lot of knowledge on how to do that without causing more damage. Imperative that insurance is there. Insurance will help with that, and I know a lot of people don't have insurance, but
yeah,
that's really your first choice is calling your insurance agent and saying, hey, I've got this, and they can get out and get that took care of. Because as a government agency, we're at a roadblock where we can do this, we can't do this. And I know that people are wanting help from us, but we can't do it. And it's you talk about hurt when
Yes,
we
sir.
have to say, I can't. That hurts us. That really, because I
Your
want to
hands
get a
are tied.
chainsaw and I want to go at it. But our hands are tied. We wish we could, every single one of us.
As we look at this, Jackson has already made an announcement that they're going to be helping out Mississippians with the SNAP program that have been affected by this, of being able to get them food is what this program is about. And you got to remember, you're sitting there and you lose everything that you own.
Yeah.
We need to help them, and I hope troops are on the way there from Jackson, Mississippi, to help all these folks, our leadership, to help the people that need that. Yeah. We'll be right back. We ain't done yet. We may even have some more advice before the day is out. Right, Odie?
Never know about us.
No matter how many times you try, and no matter where you call, Representative 81 Steve Horn won't answer the phone. We're not getting any representation in Jackson. District 81, we can do better.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need, with a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Jackson Flowers has been a part of the Meridian area for a little over 60 years now. Now, they've moved to a new location on Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. You could be looking for that perfect thinking of you gift. Or maybe it's just a happy you need, whether live or artificial, no matter what the need is in your family. Whether it's a birth to your time of need, Jackson Flowers is there for you. Drop in and visit with them again. Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. Jackson Flowers, for all your needs.
My mama said I need a truck because this lawnmower's the devil.
Buddy, we can do it!
Need a truck?
We can do it!
Need a van?
We can do it!
Need an SUV?
Buddy, we can do it!
Need some luxury? We've got you there too.
We can do it!
At Interstate Auto, we can do it.
Well, when we talk about homes, what do you think of? These signs, you've seen them, Snowden and Company. They're all around town, and they take care of you from getting your very first home. If you want somebody that's going to be with you, I don't want to use the term hold your hand, but that's really what it is, isn't it, Odie?
Well, you want somebody to do that. And this company, you put together your wish list, where you want to live, what kind of house you want, how many rooms. You give that to them. They go find this house for you and walk you through every single page of that paperwork, all the way to the bank, to the attorneys, the whole 9 yards. And then they turn around and hand you your keys and your home with no issues, no problems. You know it's done right. A team that will do it because they love what they do.
That's right. That's Amanda. Her team will help you out. There's the entire staff there. They'll do anything they can help you. 453-3937 is the number. Do you know how... Let me just say this. If it's turning out to be a bad day for somebody.
Uh-oh.
I picked up the phone the other day and I dialed a number. Doot, 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 doot. And I said, hey! And this voice came on the end of the line. I thought, that don't sound like them. They said another word, and you know who it was that answered the phone for them?
It wasn't them, huh?
No. This is really when it's a bad day. When Todd Kemp, the sheriff of Clarke County, answers the phone when I call and it's not his phone, it's a bad day for that person.
Oh, yeah.
I called him. It was Todd Kemp on the other end.
You called Barry White? And Todd Kemp answered? I wonder if Barry was out chasing his herd.
I'm dead serious. I called somebody the other day, and Todd answered the phone. I thought, oh, Lord, it ain't working out good for them. I'm not going to tell who it was.
Oh, it was somebody that was on the other side.
Yeah, it was. It had nothing to do with the sheriff's department.
Ooh.
Todd just happened to be with him at the moment. That's when you know you're having a
Can
bad
I
day.
help you? No, sir, you can't.
Nope, Todd, everything's good. I'll see you at lunch next week.
Y'all be good now. You hear?
As we look at this, Odie knows this. I don't. You know more about rap than I've ever known.
Well, I don't know much about rap.
Have you got
Wasn't
any
me.
albums of Big Pokey?
Never heard of Big Pokey.
Are you sure? He's a
I
Houston.
forgot we on TV.
Houston rapper. I didn't know his age 48. Big Pokey has passed away, and apparently he is a huge rapper that is deceased now. I didn't know that had even happened. So
I didn't either.
there you go. You normally know all that. Let's see here. We're still watching what happens with the underwater rescue. It's a race to this. They got till
Thursday morning. So basically, they've got to find this thing today.
This is what it looks like, y'all. Look how little that is.
And it pretty much is taken to the area where it's going to go down, and then it's going to sink at that point. I think it's got a little bit of maneuverability.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's not a submarine that can travel. It just kind of goes to the bottom. And then there's a bunch of reasons why they could have lost communications, different thermoclines in the water, and you've got to have...
Y'all look out, Odie's using big words.
Can't spell it, but I can say it.
There you go.
But still, they've got to find that today so they can have a plan that come up to go get it.
Let's hope they do find that. This is horrible. And, our area, the traffic is not as bad. But if you are ever traveling about the United States and you lose something in a highway, especially a big city, do not go get it. It ain't worth it, whatever it was. As we go to San Diego, a mother is going to jail. They had luggage on the top of the car. It come off and fell in traffic. She sent her kids, 10 and 16, to retrieve it. They were struck in traffic trying to retrieve that luggage. It isn't worth it.
Wow.
At the end of the day, as the police arrived on this, she had some alleged drinking issues, who had one or too many when they done the test. She's going to be charged with murder over this.
Of your own kids.
Oh, how horrible. Now, I saw another story also that we got to go, Odie. Oh, we're out of time. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Golly. Thank you. Wednesday's coming. Friday's coming. We'll see you in 23 hours. We love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: